Hi folks, how you doing today? So hopefully, class started yesterday. If you haven't already started, you're getting ready to get on this. There's a lot of material here for 7 weeks, folks. So you got to be diligent, got to be on it. But anyway, a couple of your classmates sent me an email kind of asking how would I recommend doing this, okay? Because there's a lot of information here. Now, a lot of it depends upon you, but what I would do, I would handle this chapter by chapter. So, there's that old saying, I don't know, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time or one piece at a time. So what I would do, I would gather these items here for chapter 1. And then depending on how much you like to read or not. Now, most students generally, just telling you how it is, prefer not to read. Now, I think you're going to have to read some of this material, but what I would do, I would get these items and then I would go right here to this chapter 1 video playlist and I would watch all of those videos, okay? Taking notes, making sure I understood what was going on, and then going to the textbook if you needed further information or you needed to read through it some more. It really just depends. So, and also to let you know, if you remember, and I don't know, let's see, this one here, PDF for comments. This is kind of like the Cliff Notes. Let me just show you real quick. Okay, I showed you before. But right underneath here, you could see, like here, you see, here's the PowerPoint, and then right underneath here, it's an explanation. So if you needed a quick way to go through some of the reading, that would be what I would suggest. Okay, so let's go back over here. Can we get back? All right, so what I would recommend is doing it one by one. So first chapter, then watch the first chapter videos. Then you need to do all this Connect orientation. This is so you know how Connect works properly, because it can help you out a lot. Then I would go in here and I would do the module 1 homework, the chapter 1 homework, okay? I would do the chapter 1 homework. And by the way, when you go to do this homework, you have 3 attempts on it. You want to get 100%, okay? So anyway, that's how I would do it. And then I would go back and I would do chapter 2. And then I would go take a look at the chapter 2 video playlist. And then I would come in here and do the chapter 2 homework. And I would do these pre-tests near the end of the week after you've got all your stuff together with this first material, okay? And then you have these little cases here in between, okay? So, and don't forget, you have to post something, I think it's by Thursday when you take a look at these cases. But anyway, that's how I would approach this, okay? Now, I also want to let you know, if you see here Module 1, assignment, homework questions. So to let you know, I don't mind. If you want to go ahead and post that, you got a question on the homework, you like, I don't understand how this is, or you're confused with something, please go ahead and post it there. Now, you could email me as well, but if you post it there, everybody else will get a chance to see, what the question is. And, to me, homework is like practice. Now, the only thing is, if just to let you know, and I've seen it happen a bunch of times, if you go through and you check all the homework, that's going to be fine. You'll get all the homework points, but then when the test comes, you're not going to know what's going on. And the other thing to realize, too, and I want to show you this real quick. Let me see if I can grab a calculator here. Where are you? There we go. Let me just show you something real quick. Okay, so the tests are 40% of your grade. And then, let me just go back here. Let me show you this. I want to go up to the syllabus real quick here. So let me show you, and I think this is key, and it's key if you understand it and use it to your advantage. Okay, so notice, see the exams are 40%, homework is 40%, those discussions are 10, and the pre-tests are 10. So you see this 60% right here. If you maximize that 60%, if you get 100 on all those things, and I'm telling you, you should. Those are the non-proctor things. You need to get those 60 points, that 60%, right? So 60% of 100 is 60, right? Okay, so let's go here. So 60%, so we got 100% times 60% of that, right? So you got a 60. Now your tests are 40%. right? So, okay, if your tests are 40%. So if you take 40 and you average a 75 on the two tests, that's it, a 75, middle C, times 0.75, you got 30 points there. Okay, so 30 and 60 is 90, and that's an A in this class. So I'm telling you, don't make the mistake. Make sure you see these guys right here. You've got to get all of these points, as much as you can. All right, that homework and stuff, make sure you get all those points. This will take a lot of pressure off those exams and a lot of pressure off you. Okay, anyway, I just want to show you that real quick. Let's see if we can go back over here. And then, again, just a reminder to use this over here. By the way, I also, might as well show you this while we're here. Go over to the announcements. Some of you had asked me, what about that second textbook? Well, the document's right here, the document you need for that. There's a registration link. You don't need it yet, but there it is. All right, folks. Oh, and one last item. Don't forget, there's two of us. We have a teaching assistant for the class, Dr. Sullivan. You go back here and we'll go back here and take a look on the syllabus right here. No, we're going to go right here. So either one of us can answer your questions, but he is predominantly for the discussion sections. Okay. But anyway, there you go, folks. That's how I would suggest doing it. Wish you the best of luck. You got a lot of work ahead of you. It's totally doable. You just got to work it. And my suggestion would be to work it some every day. All right, folks. That's about it. Talk to you soon.